Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. If you would like to see more pick a card readings from me each week, make sure to subscribe. Today's pick a card reading is the person that's on your mind. What are they thinking and feeling in regards to you? And will they end up making contact with you? Let's find out. In front of me are 8 different options. What I would like for you to do is take a moment and observe each of these shells and numbers and choose the one that really calls out to you. If you need more time, you can pause the video now, and if you know which one you want, you can go to the timestamp down below. Also, if you feel drawn to more than one number, feel free to check out that group as well, especially if you have more than one person on mind. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so for you guys, I have 2 different messages. Okay, so for the first group, it's those of you that were involved with this person. And for the second group, it's for those of you who aren't involved with this person yet. Okay, so for both groups, know that this person views you highly, like the Empress. Okay, so they're attracted to you, they think you're creative, loving, nurturing person who's just like wanting to make their dreams happen. Just like you have your stuff together. Whether you do or you don't, this is how they view you. Okay, so that's like the overall theme for this. Now, for the first group, those of you that were involved with this person, the word that's coming to me about this is regret. So like they did something, you guys aren't really seeing each other anymore, and they feel bad about something. Okay, so they're not seeing this like there's any possibility of recovering, basically. And whether there is or there isn't, this is how they view it. And they're like maintaining this, like, well, now I gotta own, that it's over and I'm single, and that's what they're doing. Now, as far as communicating with you goes, they might, because the Ace of Swords is here, but I feel like that's 50-50. For some of you, you will hear from them, and for others of you, you won't. They're gonna maintain this almost like a pride thing at this point. Like, well, what I did I can't undo, so I'm owning being single. Also for both groups, they view you as this playful person who just kind of brought out the kid in them, like just a lot of fun to be around. And they also thought you could have been like the one, but again, like I'm saying, something happened, and it's like they just feel like they can't go back from that. Okay, so for the second group, who was not involved with this person on your mind, they again view you as the Empress, and the song that comes to mind is like the song "She's So High, High Above Me." Kind of like they have this whole feeling of like you are out of their league. Okay, so this can go for guys watching as well. The person that you're wondering about also thinks you're out of their league. Doesn't have to be "She's So High," but that's the song that is coming to my mind with this theme. Again, whether or not that's true, I mean, I'm guessing you're interested or you wouldn't be checking this video out. This is how they view it, and it's creating a negative perception. Okay, so kind of like the feeling like there's no chance, so why bother? Okay, kind of negative self-talk with this whole thing. So that is why they're acting like they're not interested and they're not showing any signs. But again, they view you though like they're attracted, you're a fun person, playful, could They definitely want you to be like the next person. And the communication card is here, so there's a good chance you will hear from them. But again, they might need some kind of sign from you, because I also get the impression that they feel like you're acting the same way, like not interested. So that just keeps up with their perception that why bother? You know, this person's, they're thinking you're out of their league, and why bother? They're not getting any signs from you, or so they think. That's how they're interpreting this. So, like I said to the first group, kind of a 50-50 chance that you'll hear from them. But if you are interested and you know what you know, you could always give them more of a sign. Okay, group number 1, that's what I got for you guys. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Okay, bye guys. Hey, group number 2. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling, and will they contact you? First of all, I have to say that whatever popped off between you two, it was pretty short-lived. Although, really passionate for the short amount of time that it was there. This person had high hopes for a minute that lasted a minute. Okay, yeah, they feel blindsided. Like, what happened, basically. The main theme for you guys is like, just, it's kind of like a rug got pulled out from under them, and they just feel all this change, okay? They feel like you guys changed, you changed, still really attracted to you, but now, and they're recognizing, it looks like you had a glow up, basically, okay? And you look like you're doing fine without them. Whether or not that's true, that's how they're seeing this. And on top of it ending, and you looking like you're completely fine without them, they are like completely unbalanced right now, okay? Like I said, like a rug got ripped out from under them is what they are thinking and feeling. And their ego also basically is bruised, okay? So on top of going through all this, trying to process what in the world happened, so it's kind of like they don't know. They're trapped in a world of confusion with insecurities coming up for them. And I think they're kind of viewing you as being selfish in this scenario. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. You're probably just doing you and being true to you, and they're interpreting it as like selfish because they're hurt, you know, and they've got their heart guarded currently. So I do not see this person coming forward and communicating with you. It would probably take you reaching out to them first, given what they are thinking and feeling right now. Okay, group 2. So, like I said, your person is in a world of confusion and hurt right now, so I don't currently see them reaching out. I mean, there's always a possibility that they'll want closure or clarity or even seeing where you're at, but I don't think unless you reach out to them that you're going to hear from them first. Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. So let me know down below in the comments what happened that they feel like a rug was ripped out from under them, and what are you going to do about it? Okay, bye guys. Hey, group number 3s. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling, and will they contact you? Alright, so right off the bat, this person feels like no matter how much they try with you, they're not getting anywhere. Okay, like nothing is working, or like you're not given much. Okay, so the song that's hitting me about this connection is the Eminem and Lil Wayne, No Love, No Love. You're given no love, basically. But at the same time that nothing's really going anywhere, they can't seem to leave this connection alone. So even when they act like, oh, they're over you or moving on or even try, they keep coming back around and hitting you up, even if you're barely giving them anything. It's like they have really high hopes that you two, like, you're gonna come around and realize what they realize. Yeah, they're basically waiting for you to reciprocate this connection. And what's interesting is the two traits that they like. They're really, like, they're highly attracted to you. And they also find you to be really wise and just kind of like in your element, doing your own thing. And they love that about you. Like, you're your own person. And I think that is why they can't seem to leave this connection alone, even when you're not giving them anything to go off of. And they really don't feel that great about themselves when reflecting on this connection. Yeah, and they really feel like basically the fate of you two is out of their control. Due to the no love. Yes, I do think you guys are going to hear from this person because they are very optimistic about this connection, and they hope that you end up seeing what they see and come around, and that you two could be something. And I do feel like they really would treat you right. But it's like you guys have friends on this person, or you just don't find them, like you're not attracted to them in that way. But the fact that you're on this video, I'm not even sure that this is the person that was on your mind, but this is definitely the person who's got you on their mind. Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you guys. So let me know down below in the comments just about this whole dynamic, like what's going on with it and what are you gonna do. Alright, bye guys. Group number 4. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling, and will they be contacting you? Okay, so this person is in kind of a dark place right now. They're feeling really hurt. They have insecurities and fears coming up. They basically feel like they had it all and now they don't. But at the same time, I'm getting the impression though that like everything was going pretty well for you guys. Kind of like a fairy tale romance type situation. And then all of a sudden things abruptly ended, and I'm getting the impression that it was due to the fact that they sabotaged it, okay? Due to things being so good, and then these fears or unworthiness or feeling of not deserving this caused them to sabotage this connection with you, which left them feeling caught up in fear and caught up in sadness. Okay, like they're really upset about this breakup, or whatever ended between you two. And they do feel like you're like the one who got away, and a part of them is, even though they're hurting, still optimistic about this connection, and like they do feel like being back with you would make everything right again in their world. So in the meantime, while they work on themselves and dealing with things and healing, they still, like, they're connected to you, they got their eye on you, you know, they're like kind of seeing what you're doing, what you're up to. But we have the High Priestess in the world, so they do realize that eventually, you know, to communicate with you could possibly get this going again. Like, they actually still want this. For some of you, you ended it abruptly, and which shocked them, and for others, they did, or they did something and you felt like you had to end it. But either way, it's like there was a theme of sabotage within this, and I believe it has to do with them. But I do see that they are going to communicate with you in the future. Okay, group number 4s, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you're going to do, and if it did have to do with them doing something that sabotaged your relationship. Like, if it was like a fairy tale romance and then all of a sudden everything shifted. Okay, bye guys. And group number 5s. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling, and are they going to contact you? Okay, so there is a huge work theme with this group. Okay, so you guys, you might know your person from work. For some of you, this person is a workaholic. For others of you, there's a weird element of possible deceit here, where they may have said they were at work and they weren't. And for others of you, after you two stopped whatever you had going, they are now throwing themselves into work as a way to deal with the loss of being with you. Okay. So something happened, you two ended, and now there isn't communication between you two. Okay. So they are just diving full force into work. Here is the no communication between you two, which leaves them from feeling like a boss, or could have even been your boss, to feeling completely out of control, not in their element, not used to not getting their way, is the feeling here. They acted like they were optimistic about you two. Okay, this is interesting. So this combo typically speaks of a vacation, which I got twice a message about vacation, but because this one card is it was reversed, it's like you guys had plans to go on vacation. Okay, so whether you knew about that or not, that was an idea of theirs, and it's like the plans got dashed due to something happening and you two not being together or communicating. They might be a possible fire sign. Either way, they're definitely like a leader. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they were a boss at their work, possibly your boss. They view you like the Queen of Wands, so attractive, passionate, driven person who's doing their own thing. Okay, so you're definitely coming across like you don't need them. Okay, And like, you aren't gonna put up with whatever it was that they were trying to get away with, that apparently came up and blew up in their face, and like their dreams and plans of vacationing with you all got dashed because of this. Yeah, so I would not be surprised if this person does end up communicating with you, but not necessarily to get back with you. It feels more like they want to reestablish some sort of sense of control and like the emperor status that they once felt when they were in communication with you. And that's what this most likely would be about. All right, group number 5, that's what I got for you guys. Let me know down below in the comments what you're going to do. And I'm also kind of curious if this is like what's going on with the whole work dynamic, and were their vacation plans that got dashed, and are they a fire sign? All right, bye guys. Hey, group number 6. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling? And will they contact you? Okay, right off the bat, we have Knight of Wands energy with this person. So I could see that they came into this dynamic with you and they weren't on the same page as you. Okay, they weren't taking the commitment as seriously as you. But you got swept away by their spontaneous, fun, adventurous nature and attractiveness, and went for it even knowing that you could possibly get burned. And not only that, but with the Magician here, they also were a sweet talker and good with the words, maybe even gifts, and they know how to get their way. But you ended up seeing right through this and cut this person off once they were, just not the person that you thought they were. And once you cut them off, now I'm getting from them that they are like realizing your value and that the way they're going about things isn't actually working. They're not truly happy. One of those kind of classic scenarios is what I'm picking up with this. Also, they view you as such a light, okay? They actually are kind of a somewhat like dark, dramatic person, but they're really drawn to your light, and they like really appreciate that now that you two aren't together. And it's like, if given the chance, they want to come back around and really give you something of value. So on top of this person being less mature than you, they could also be younger than you, because it's like they've got a lot of growing up to do, and it might be kind of a slow process, but they do want to come back and end up communicating with you about this. And like I said, they actually want to be there. So you breaking it off with them has actually inspired them to grow up and appreciate what they have and to strive for something more. So this person, I do feel like, does want to communicate with you. But in the meantime, it's like they've got some growing up to do, and they want to actually be able to offer you something real before coming back around. So it may be a slower process than what you're hoping for, because I get the impression you're like ready now for somebody, but this person isn't, even though they're inspired by this whole thing, in a sense, to grow up, basically. Okay, group 6, let me know in the comments what you're going to do about this dynamic. Okay, bye guys. Hey, group number 7. Okay, so the person who is on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling? And will they be contacting you? Okay, so this is a really interesting scenario. Your person is filled with mental anguish right now over something that went down because of them. And with 5 of Swords and Judgment reversed, I'm seeing that they are actually feeling kind of haunted by whatever went down between you two and the how and why it went down, okay? So when I get this card, okay, it tells me one of a few things. Your person, if it's a guy that you're wondering about, could be a mama's boy. Or this person just values their mom's opinion highly. If not, then this card represents an outside influence that came into play that interfered with you guys and what you had. Okay, so that could be like anyone, doesn't have to be a mom. It means it could have been any relative, a friend, a coworker, anyone whose opinion they listen to and like get in between you guys. Okay, and I actually feel like that is the thing that they feel haunted by, is they let somebody come in between you two and ruin what you had instead of standing up to this person. So in the meantime, they are keeping tabs on you. Okay, still following you on social media, seeing what you're up to. Have you moved on? Do you miss them? And they're just kind of reading into the situation, but not really doing much about anything in regards to you two. But at the same time, due to the feelings I still have for you, they are really attached to the idea of reuniting with you and making everything better. I also feel like they are also imagining if they had actually stood up for what they wanted, which was the connection with you two, instead of allowing this outside influence to interfere and determine the fate of you two. But the impression I'm getting is this person is more, they actually would rather dream about this than actually do anything about it. So as far as hearing from this person goes, I don't see it happening unless all of a sudden they get the courage to like go for this, regardless of whoever's opinion interfered with it in the first place. So yeah, kind of a passive energy that you're dealing with. Alright, group number 7, that's what I got for you guys. I hope it gave you clarity on this situation. Let me know in the comments what you make of this whole thing. Bye guys! Hey, group number 8. Okay, so the person who's on your mind, what are they thinking and feeling, and will they contact you? Okay, so a few things. Your person is viewing you like you are the one. Like, we are talking, they could see getting married to you. But at the same time that they view you as the 10 of Cups, you have this 7 of Wands And in particular with this card is like you are just like putting yourself first right now and blazing down your own path. And it's like either in your spirituality or your career or something that you are just passionate about. You are like very focused, kind of singularly focused on this right now, and kind of act like you don't have room for this person. And if you were with this person, I get the feeling that you said that you want to break. Okay, so they are currently viewing you like the Queen of Swords, but in the sense of like cutting them off and just being like, look, I don't have time for this right now. So you're not completely like cutting them off and leaving them hopeless. They too are working on themselves and building up their own thing. And possibly they could be business owners. And, you know, any opportunity they get, they will take it to make you two something. Okay, they may even ask you to move in or something. But, like I said, you are busy doing your own thing currently. That's your energy. That's what you're putting first. But with the star here, they're very hopeful because they know what they want. And yes, I do get the impression that you will hear from this person. But they're basically waiting though to get some kind of incentive from you that this is what you want also. And you seem to be like just wanting to completely do your own thing currently. So I'm not sure if you're not 100% about this person, like not sure if they're your Ten of Cups and that's what's going on, or you just really want to focus on your own thing right now and then come back to them. But in this case, like, if you feel the same as them, communication is the key. But yeah, as far as they go, it looks good. And for some of you, this could be completely flipped. They're the ones right now blazing down their path, and you're the one that thinks they're the one, but they're not acting like that's what they want currently. But I'm getting for most of you it's the opposite, that's you blazing down the path, and them who are like, hey, I want to settle down, and they're just waiting to hear that from you, or at least given some kind of time frame of when you would want to do that. Okay, group 10, that's what I got for you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you're going to do about that. All right, bye guys.